Hey girls, Maria Menounos here, author of the Every Girl's Guide to Life. Want to know my best tips and secrets for organization, travel, weight loss, beauty, fashion, and everything else in between? Go to bing.com/Maria and pick up my new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life.
You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Dean Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, and streaming live on Ustream, this is AFTERBUZZ TV for the real world. Tonight's host is DJ Jesse Janedy. Joining Jesse will be AFTERBUZZ co-hosts Phil Svitek, Mari Fagel, and Alexandra Kaplan. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest real-world news and gossip. If you'd like to buzz in on tonight's show, you can buzz us at 424-256-1729. That's 424-256-1729. And now, picking up where the show leaves off and the buzz continues, DJ Jesse Janedy!
Yo, what up, AFTERBUZZers? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy, and I'm so excited because it is like this. We've had like 3 finales of this damn show. This will be the 3rd finale, but I'm very excited because we have our normal host who calls in from New York in studio, Alexandra Kaplan. How you doing?
Very exciting. I'm no longer in my pajamas in my bed doing this. I'm doing it live in studio. Very exciting.
No, that would be me. I'm in my pajamas in bed in New York.
There's my pajamas.
Here's Mari. It's funny because Alex just said, wow, it's really crazy to be experiencing what you guys go through and hearing like what Mari's going to be doing on the phone. And I explained to her, like, when I'm sitting here in studio by myself, I imagine what you guys are doing. And
in a non-sexual way. He means like totally normal. Like,
well, yes.
Not
nerds. Mari, we couldn't have you on the phone without playing that.
I know.
So, first of all, I feel like I'm hungover from the last episode we had here at AFTERBUZZ Studios for the reunion show, which was amazing. We had Leroy call in, gave us all the scoop on the house.
So upset I missed that. That is the worst thing to miss. I'm really upset.
Like you, all the our fans out there should definitely go back in the archives and check that video out. We had Maria Menounos in studios, who is the reunion host, and Kevin Undergaro, who is actually backstage. And when Maria couldn't give us all the inside dirt, Kevin spilled it all.
Obviously, his job.
Yes, so we loved that. Also, guys, speaking of Maria, check out her new book, The Every Girl's Guide to Life. If you don't have it, please run out and get it. And also, this month, Self Magazine, she's on the cover, and she's giving away more tips. So
and there is a picture of her and Kevin playing basketball in the magazine as well. So, I mean, if she's not enough to buy it, you know, she and Kevin should certainly be.
All right, so...
And I have a surprise at the end of the show for everyone.
Oh, yes, I love surprises.
Oh, now I'm excited.
Mari, did you just hit a button on the phone? What's going on over there?
Mari got excited.
Yeah, Mari leaned on the phone.
She just got really excited for it. So now...
I want to know what the surprise is.
Look, girl, you got to wait. So, me and Mari, we text each other during the shows. It's been our new thing that we do. This is one of Mari's. You said this was the funniest episode of the season?
I seriously think it was. If last week was the most dramatic episode, then this week was the most comic relief. I loved this episode. I was laughing throughout, and because it was funny and so funny, I'd have to say it was my favorite of the season. I like the comedy more than I like the drama. Drama's good and drama's interesting, but comedy is so funny, and I just thought they were hysterical.
I totally agree. I was saying to Alex during the show, like, why didn't they put any of this stuff in the show? Like, how many times have we talked about, like, okay, the episode, was kind of boring in certain places, and we saw sides of them First of all, nothing changed in my mind about Dustin.
No, still think Dustin's a total.
Yes, total douche. But everybody else, like, for all the things that Mike did that made him look like a childish little brat, like, I actually really liked him in this episode. I thought it showed a different side of him.
Well, also, they were so, like, the parts that they should have shown actually were more real than the show ended up being. Like, the dynamic between them was so much more real. They seemed so much closer. Like, I didn't get this vibe originally from the episode, so.
No,
well, that's because they were focusing on the drama. Drama, in the end of the day, is really what sells. You know, that's what makes the previews for the next week so interesting and keeps viewers hooked. So I understand why this didn't make it in, but boy, did it make for a good shit they didn't show episode.
Yeah.
By the way, we have a caller, so number 361, you're on the line.
Caller, you're on the line. What's your name? Where are you from?
I'm Katie. I'm from Texas.
Hey, Katie, how are you? Did you watch the shit they should have showed episode? Katie?
Katie.
Girl, don't leave us hanging.
Oh. Yes, I did.
Oh.
You did? What did you think of the episode?
It was like awesome.
It was awesome. Now, did you, who's your favorite in the house?
In the whole show?
During the whole show, who's your favorite?
Nany.
You like Nany? Well,
yeah.
Did you like Nany at the beginning of the season? Because I know at the beginning of the seasons we were kind of iffy about her because she was being that girl.
Also, we had no idea how to pronounce her name.
Yeah, we've gotten much better.
I liked her all through the show.
You liked her all throughout the show. Are you happy how she grew at the end of it? Towards the end, you know, getting away from Adam. Did you think her and Adam were a good couple?
I was just gonna ask.
No, not the way he treated her.
No, very serious. So serious about it. So what's your thought on Dustin? Because none of us here like him. What are your thoughts?
He's okay.
He's okay? Yeah, he's kind of a little douchebag on my side. But so what was your favorite part of this actual episode that you saw? What was that?
Where Leroy was in the dirt on Mike.
Leroy doing something funny because I didn't really care for Leroy. But thank you for calling in, Katie. We really appreciate it. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Yeah, call in next week for the rivals. Anyways, let's get into the episode. At the beginning, Naomi won most naked of the house.
Yeah.
Gotta say,
are we surprised?
Not surprised, but this episode really, like, I thought Naomi was a little trashy at first, and to watch this episode, I was just like, girl, like, you're dirty trashy, like.
I kind of liked it.
Naomi was
really.
I liked her after this episode even more, just because she's funny. She is dirty, but she's funny. She's naked. She's always on the toilet. She does not know how to use big words. She's funny. I like her.
She is.
Yeah.
I will give you that.
And Phil totally called me out on being TMI before this and like giving way too much bathroom information. And I also do what Naomi does, where I call people and I'm like, come talk. Like, I'm bored. Come talk to me while I shower. Everything. So like I could totally. I really think Naomi and I would get along great.
It's so funny you say that because I recently was in a relationship in which they would always call me into the bathroom.
In which they would I love the phrasing of that.
In which they would always call me into the bathroom. And that was a new thing for me, and I was just like, whoa, private space and all that, and you aren't supposed to be doing. I was totally with the rest of the roommates on this. You're supposed to be doing that. But watching Naomi do it, it brings back those memories.
Those wonderful memories of your relationship.
But Naomi, just from the sound of it, was just stinking this place up, and that's kind of, I mean, for Nany to like really pull up a chair like a yard away from her. Like,
I mean, I'd do it. I would totally do it. Naomi would do it for me, I feel. So, I would do it for her. But also what was really weird was Dustin being so creeped out by Heather going to the bathroom. Because, like, you live with this girl. Like, you've been put in a weird situation to begin with because you started hooking up living in a house with her. Do you really have, like, a bathroom separation? Like, you think they'd be closer like that?
You would think that they would be sitting in the bathroom with each other, right?
They would be the ones, not
Exactly.
like Nany.
No, but any guy hooking up with a girl, you always want to. This is what my mom always says. You always want to keep a little mystery.
There's
My
no
mom found out
mystery.
that
There's no mystery. Everybody does it. We know.
Also, wait. Mystery between Heather and
I think that it's
Dustin.
always important to keep a little bit of mystery in a relationship. So I understand
Here's the mystery.
that.
It smells
and
like
him being a little
roses.
grossed
It smells like
out,
flowers.
and
You guys,
I get
Dustin
that.
was a porn star. Like, what kind of mystery is left in this relationship? There is none. The bathroom is the least of their worries at this point.
Exactly. Like, if I was to smell it, it would smell like rose. And he's really probably being serious. And it's like, I don't know. I totally am with you on that. What was with this scene of why was Leroy in a bathtub this entire episode
oh my God, I was
commenting?
thinking.
Like, whose thought was that to have him doing that?
They were all in the most random spots ever. Like,
They were.
One was in the house. One was in like a bedroom. Like, what? We're watching it now. Like, Heather, where is she?
Naomi was
The
slouched.
budget starts to run out towards the end of the show. This is all they got.
They're like,
All
here,
I
just
have to
put
say
it
is
in.
I'm really excited. So I was totally obsessed with Heather's feather extensions in her
Yes.
hair.
Me
So
too.
during the episode, I looked up salons in New York that do it, and I'm going to go tomorrow and get my hair. I'm going to get a feather extension like Heather. So
Yeah.
thank you for the inspiration, Heather.
It's like $10, right? It's like really realistic.
Yeah,
Everyone
I
should go
love
and
it.
get one.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Can't-
Good times.
Like, it's 10 guys. You can't just find a feather like from AC Moore and like just put it in your hair.
No.
Or it's
no,
more
it's
extravagant.
actually like a serious issue. I read an article
like,
about how it's like a feather from a rooster, and like more roosters are being killed now that
Wait a minute.
feather extensions are so trendy.
Uh-oh,
Are you ser-
Heather.
Wait a minute. Peter's gonna go after MTV right now. Wait a minute. This is really serious, Mari?
I'm serious. These feather extensions like are really big now. They
Do
were
you
all
need
on
to
the
kill a
runways
chicken
this
in order to
season.
have...
And
AfterBuzz TV News.
it's from a rooster, and so like more, and you have to kill the rooster to get it, and so like more roosters are being killed. I swear to God, I read this online.
Wait, but why do they have to kill the rooster to get the feather? Can't you just pluck
Because
it?
they have to.
Those
I don't know.
poor
I'm
hairless
gonna Google
roosters.
it right now because I swear to God I read it.
I
So
I
let's go
totally
back to
believe
Real
it. I
World,
don't
and
put...
once I have some more information,
Look.
Fagel will let you know.
Look, since I was in high school, I read this thing about bonsai kittens in Japan. They put cats in bottles. Like, I believe that. I totally believe that. Another funny scene.
On to real life.
Onto the real world. Heather, speaking of Heather, had never seen a black penis before and wanted to see Leroy's penis. And apparently Leroy wasn't packing the way we
All
all...
right, I'm gonna call out Alex. Alex.
Oh, God.
No, what? Mari, why does Alex get off easy? You came into studio, had to do shots, got drunk.
Mari,
revealed
the
all
least they
stories.
could do is give me some shots at this point, right? I mean, come on.
Don't
No,
we
the
have
least
some
she
kettle
can do-
ones sitting right in the...
Don't tempt
Ted
me.
and Phil forced me to take
What?
vodka shots, and they were like straight vodka shots. I had like very little chaser, and I was so drunk I had to have Phil and Jesse take me out for a burger to sober me up before I drove home.
I would have gone for Domino's, but it's fine. Burger works.
Marion, I will never forget that night. Ever.
Ever in his whole life. It'll be like the time his girlfriend
Okay,
went to the
I
bathroom.
have it. Okay. I'm reading about these feathers. If you need any more reasons to avoid wearing feather extensions in your hair, here's one. Over 1,500 roosters are killed for their feathers each week on one single farm in Colorado, and they still can't keep up with the demand for these accessories.
What? This is
told you.
ridiculous. This is crazy. This is mind-boggling.
I'm sorry to take Phil away from harassing me about a black penis, though. You know, thank you, Mari,
No,
for the
All right,
respect.
just
I
had
just-
to
we-
give you the scoop.
We'll get
Let's
back to
get
the penis.
To,
No,
Leroy
I want
and
those.
Heather and
I want
the
those
penis.
feather extensions. Maybe you should wait for me to come back to New York and we'll go together.
No, wait a minute. Okay, both of you girls, right now. We just learned that the roosters are being killed for feathers. You still want
Yet
them
I'm
in your
still
hair.
doing
Both gonna go.
You still want them in your hair.
These facts are not helping at all.
Oh my goodness. You can get the like colored ones from like AC Moore. Like, what are you
All right,
doing?
question, Mari. Is anything being done with these roosters? Like,
Yeah, like
are they being sold
Chicken
as meat?
nuggets
Like,
out
come
of
on.
them, or
Ew.
Okay. At a farm in western Colorado, one of the largest producers of fly tying feathers, the roosters live about a year while their saddle feathers, the ones on the bird's backside and the most popular for hair extensions, grow as long as possible. Then the animal is euthanized. As hair extensions, the feathers can be brushed, blow-dried, straightened, or curled once they're snapped into place. Most salons sell the strands for $5 to $10 a piece. The trend has become so popular, companies online even sell feather extensions for dogs. The craze has also left hairstylists scrambling to find rooster saddle feathers as fly shops hold on to a select few for the regular customers. The businesses will now ask if the feathers are for hairdressing. If you go in and you're a woman, they won't sell it to you. Who started to eye her husband's fly fishing gear after stores ran out. Well, I don't think they've run out yet. I hope not, because I want to get it tomorrow.
Mari.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Okay, and Real World has been officially paused because, wait a minute. So these feathers are plucked from the chicken first. Heather, what are you doing? They're plucked from the chicken and then the chickens are euthanized?
From the rooster, yes.
I'm going to go ahead and say that Heather didn't know all these facts when she went to the hair salon to get these.
No, only Mari would know this.
It's not just Heather. It was made popular by Kesha. You know, Kesha wears them in her hair, but I just really like the way Heather did it. I liked Heather's. It was subtle.
But see, to me, I would assume Kesha's are like the fake cheap ones that like you put on like your Indian costume for Halloween, like because they're always bright and colorful. But okay, all right. Anyways, back to penises.
Penises, yes.
So yeah, Leroy apparently doesn't have the big schlong that we all thought he had. Sorry for anyone who thought elsewise, and sorry, Leroy, if you're listening.
And if anyone actually knows, please call in and tell us.
Because a bunch of Leroy's fans are now AfterBuzz followers.
And now we got to know, Alex.
All right, here we go.
You know the question.
Have you ever
seen a black penis?
Yes. And when you did see it, were you disappointed by it, like Heather was?
I'm just going to stop you right there. I have never seen a black penis. I actually, funny story, did relate to Heather in that I want to see a black penis. I'm always curious. I really am.
I'm sure it would not be a difficult task for you.
Turns out I can really relate to these Real World characters, and we find that out in the deleted scene episode. What does that say?
Mari, how about yourself over there?
I relate to Heather as well. Never seen one.
Oh. All right, girls.
Mari, we have some things we got to do when I come back from New York. We have a whole list now.
Rooster feathers and black penises.
Oh, yeah.
So if you're listening, callers, 424-256-1729, we'll book you a date.
Yeah, great.
Oh, God. So, all right. Naomi, back to... no, that was just her with the whole shit in the toilet thing. Boop, over that. Nany surprisingly had the most game, calling herself the female predator. I can't believe actually she made out with all these people.
I know.
It's not game. It's called being pretty. She was the prettiest.
Okay. Well, just because you're
Mari,
pretty.
are you angry about something?
Sorry.
It's not a game.
She's going back to high school. Just because I'm pretty. I mean, she's pretty.
Wait.
Nany is the hottest.
Also, she hooked up
Mari,
with
you're very pretty, by the way.
Yeah, Mari, calm down over there. What, are you upset? No, but also Nany hooked up with
I was
Mike.
just saying, it's not her game. Girls don't have game, I don't think. Guys have game. I don't think girls have game. It's just your looks. Like, and then once you talk to them, yes, but I don't think girls have, like, I don't think they need to spit game. You know what I mean? Like, guys need to spit game. I don't think girls need to do that.
Okay, let's talk about this open discussion. I do believe girls have game. I think it's much more strategical, and I think it's more of a character that they portray.
Flirting, yes.
It's more subtle.
I think girls flirt. They don't spit
Mari,
game.
Mari.
That is a guy-only territory.
Mari, you ever been a guy and drunk at 3 in the morning and, you want to get laid, so you'll take whatever girl has game, and you know where I'm going with that?
How much of a creep does Phil sound like tonight? I'm seeing a whole other side of Phil that I just don't know about right now.
Well, you've never seen me before.
You
so.
must never have listened to any of the Jersey Shore podcasts.
Yeah, it's Phil that I tune out all the time. Never mind. Forget it. No,
I think girls flirt, and they're subtle, and they flirt, but girls don't spit game. And so when they're claiming that Nany has game, it's just that she's the hottest one.
No, I just think it's a girl's personality.
The way she carries herself.
Well, so what's the difference between...
Why she gets the guy.
What's the difference between... I totally think there is a difference, but you tell me, what's the difference between spitting game and flirting?
Flirting is like twiddling your hair with your fingers, laughing, like... haha, and spitting game is like a guy, like, I don't know, like grabbing, like kind of like, I know that my boyfriend's best friend, he like spits so much game and he like kind of makes fun of the girl and then laughs at her and then will like suddenly grab her thigh or grab her shoulder and like laugh. And
That's
it's like
flirting.
spitting game and
It's flirting.
there's a difference.
But it's all strategic in the sense of you're going into this characteristic role to get something out of it.
Right.
Which is what spitting game is.
I think it's a matter of being good at it
and
or
I
not.
don't think that
Like,
they're
look-
being, they
look-
don't put on as much of a front. And girls don't need to spit game. Like, girls just,
That's true.
Cook had to
if you're
spit
pretty
game.
and you start talking to a guy or you're hot and you start talking to a guy,
Cook spitting
there's
game
not
was this.
much more you need to do. Like, guys can be hot and they may still need to spit game.
Mari.
Like, if a girl is hot and a guy starts talking to you, I don't think the girl needs to spit game.
Mari, we have a
what
special
I'm
guest
saying.
in studio. Would you like to get his neutral perspective on this issue?
Yes.
Who's the special guest?
Alex.
No, and it's not Alex, but it's Alex's friend.
Alex.
You need to. This is what I think. Yeah, you. Look at him. He's freaking out.
He's like, I'm not getting on
Oh,
my phone.
no. Wait,
Alex,
hold on.
come over here.
And can we talk about Cook's game? Like, dressing
Cook's
up like a guy.
and spreading
Are
the
we
legs.
seriously not going to get him to come up?
We're going
Alex,
to. Get
come
up
up here.
Needs game.
All right, here we go.
Cook needs game because she comes off a lot more like manly, so
freaking
she needs game.
All right, Mari. Alex brought a friend. His name is Alex as well.
Okay.
Well, Phil, turn his mic up.
Get it up.
Yeah, his mic 4.
Get it up.
Get it up.
There we
Phil.
go.
This has been Phil. You probably think that's funny over there, Lav, you pervert.
Whoa.
Anyway.
All right, so Alex.
Yes.
At 3 a.m.,
Oh,
do
yeah, yeah.
you like to hit on girls? Do you like to spit your game? What is his game? Should we find that out?
Yeah,
Well,
what's your game?
At 3 a.m., I don't think anyone remembers what type of game they
I know,
have.
seriously, why did you choose 3 a.m.? That's like the creepy time.
Yeah,
Wait, wait,
Like,
wait.
you're just
It
booty
has to be
calling.
before midnight.
Alex, are you from New York? Or are you from?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
From
so
New York.
3 o'clock in New York. That's like midday for when you're going out. Like I didn't go home until 6 o'clock in the morning in New York. That's when I would party till. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah,
but-
in LA, they turn the lights on at 2 a.m. You're out of there.
I'm like, I thought it was gonna be
Flick 'em on.
crazy over here. So okay, 3. So then, what time would you say? 1. It's like
1.
the end of the night. You.
No, 1, that's not the end of the night.
Well, okay.
Let's say it's 1, you're like a little buzzed, you're ready to go. You're
Yeah,
ready to go.
You're over it.
Yeah.
Over the scene. So go ahead. What game would you spit at that moment?
I think at that moment, everyone is fair game because no one's sober at that point. So
Right.
I think it doesn't matter about your looks anymore at all for a guy. I think you can look around, you can hone in on your target, and you can take down whatever you want.
Adam. I mean.
I think at that point,
No, I think I beg to differ. I think at that point when you're that drunk, looks is the only thing that matters because you're too drunk to like keep up a
Are you kidding?
conversation where you're like,
What-
oh wow, this girl's really witty, or wow, like
the first
this
thing,
conversation with this girl, like your conversations are non-existent or don't make sense. So like all that matters at that point is looks.
No,
Okay,
because
have
your
you-
looks are skewed.
Have
Yeah.
you heard of beer goggles? That that's the first thing. Your eyesight is the first thing that goes as soon as
Well,
you have a couple of drinks.
Devil's advocate, I can understand what Mari's saying in the sense of when you are drunk, you can look, yeah, they may not be attractive, but in your head, you're like, oh my God, they're so hot.
Wait, can I also just make a point that Phil specifically put Alex here because he had to leave? He was like, look, you got to fill in for me. I have somewhere to be.
We need a third person in studio.
So
Phil
ridiculous.
left us.
And Phil no longer sounds like the creeper. He's the creepy one now.
I mean, whoa.
I was the expert.
He homed in on his prey. What was
Did he
that?
get his hair feathered?
I can't believe you said honed in on that prey.
Yeah.
Wait, so what's the difference? Do you feel there's a difference between, I was going to say stalking and honing in on your prey? No, between flirting and spitting game.
For a girl, we're talking about. So.
No, just
Oh.
guys don't flirt apparently. Guys spit game, and girls flirt.
No, I mean, I don't think that's necessarily true. I think guys can flirt also. And
what would be a guy flirting? What would that, like twirling
He
his
called
hair?
it dude flirting though, so that's not
think he would-
flirting.
I
It's
think
dude flirting.
Grabbing his
It's
crotch.
the equivalent
Ma.
of spitting game.
Yeah.
No, I think flirting is more. Maybe I think it could be more physical, maybe touching or making fun of the girl, as opposed to game is I think just verbal.
You know, now I realize this is all science that
I
you
don't
do.
get. Why is making fun of the girl, like flirting or game. I see so many guys do this. They're like, "Oh, haha, you're like, why was you making fun of the girl?"
Yeah,
like,
I hate your dress. Excuse me, AFTERBUZZ.
I like guys who did that. They're like, "Oh, haha, like you're so short." Like, I know.
No. There's definitely there's a fine line between making fun of and poking fun at.
Abusive.
No, I know the poking fun. I just don't get it.
You can't be like, all right, you're like so fat and ugly. Come over here.
No, you're really bad at that. Alex is actually really bad at that. He'll be like even today in the car, oh my God, I was eating a protein bar and he's like, how's that bar treating you? And I was like, I really don't like when you make fun of me about eating my protein bars. He like thought it was cute. He's like, I'm not making fun of you. But like, yes, you are. It's not cute.
Wait, Alex squared. I have to ask, what's going on between you two?
Oh, Alex squared. I love it.
That is the worst question. He's my dad.
Wait, are you serious?
Yes.
No. Yeah, what do you think of
Alex
that?
Oh my God! I was like, oh my God!
Yeah, what
are
do you
you
mean?
serious? Was I just talking about spitting game with your dad? Go on. Sorry, I'm the most gullible person you'll ever meet.
Yes, she is. All right. So speaking about getting trashed and flirting.
Wait, quickly, just wait. Alex and Alex, are you just friends? Why are you both out here in Los Angeles together?
We're just friends. We're
Like the movie Just Friends?
We're just.
No, it's more like the movie Friends with Benefits, that new one coming out.
Oh my God,
okay.
that is so
It's
untrue.
not more than friends. There's such a pause in your
He's
voice.
my
There's
dad.
This isn't sounding too great.
I want to see a black penis, and that's the end of that.
So apparently
Okay, sorry,
Alex can.
Sorry, DJ Jesse, get back to the real world.
All right, so
And
back to the
where's Phil?
Phil won't be coming back. Phil just left us. I'll have to go in the studio and get us to a commercial break when the time comes. But anyways,
Wait,
we're eating popcorn in here, so please don't mind us, anybody listening out there.
I don't even want this damn popcorn. Why is it in front of me?
Because you will eat it.
Yeah.
The protein bar wasn't enough for you.
You know,
All
this
right.
is kind of like stale.
No, it's just really bad popcorn.
I kind of liked it.
No, it's kind of like from an open container. That thing is open down
I
there.
also went to go get you shots because you should be hazed like I was. You
No.
needed initiation just like I did.
Mari, they gotta open you up.
Alex is gonna take shots on Friday when she does Men of a Certain Age.
I don't even know why do you guys they keep bringing me into shows I've never seen? They're like
That's what AfterBuzz is all about.
Men of a Certain Age. I thought Zach Braff was in the show. It turns out it's Ray Romano. Like, why are you bringing me into this?
I had to do Gossip Girl. You have to do Men of a Certain Age. So,
Yeah.
anyways,
Wait, can I talk about Nany really quick?
yeah, but
with
that's
Mike?
where I wanted to go. So
You
then-
did. Oh my God, look at that. We just so connect.
Right there.
We just so connect. Nany hooked up with Mike, and that is like surprising. But also at the same time, I have an AfterBuzz exclusive right now.
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
Yeah, hello,
Because
Phil.
Phil
Yeah, I
was.
had an AfterBuzz exclusive, and you missed the graphics here. Well, Mike goes to Maryland,
Okay.
and one of my best friends goes to Maryland, and I hear, from her. I'm not going to say her name because she's guilty. But he's quite the man whore. And
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
there it is. And Nany said he's a really good kisser, so I'm not that surprised.
Was it before or after? Did she know? She probably didn't even know who he was before, right?
Who? This girl?
Your friend?
Oh, no,
He's a
she
man
did.
whore because he was on the Real World, so now he can get any girl he wants.
No. He was a man whore before this, which is so ironic because how he acts on the show is like not man whorish at all.
Well, actually,
Maybe he's just a makeout whore.
But as we saw in this episode, he was kind of male whore. He was always talking about sexing with the girls. He was always humping them. He was always.
What are you talking about? He was doing like fake threesomes and dry humping.
Well,
what does that give you?
But because his rule was he wouldn't hook up with a roommate, and he lives with it, like he grew up with his grandparents. I wouldn't want my grandparents watching. You know what I mean? Like he's probably like a closet freak at college. Nobody knows what's going on down there.
And then he gets on TV and he's like, no, I'm totally normal. I don't do anything wrong. What are you talking about?
Because this episode where they cut to the scenes of him like talking about, the little package cuts that they had, that's the Mike that I honestly can believe he is. I mean, yeah, he's a smart kid, but the whole nerdy thing and being cool, turning cool at the end, like, I don't know, just watching this episode made me feel like they really pieced together this season very well. I mean, even with Cook, like, she was really good close with them. And I would have never have got that if I didn't see this episode.
Really? I like totally didn't get that vibe. Did you, Mari?
That Cook and Mike were close?
No. That Cook was close with the rest of the roommates. Like, because her and Nany, her and Naomi were hanging out, cooking breakfast naked together.
I think Cook just, like, was just so sexually frustrated.
I think that they just were showing the drama during the season, and now they're showing the fun times. So when all you're seeing is the drama, you're assuming that they were never friends and there was never fun times, but that's not the case. Yeah, I agree with you, Jesse.
Well, and Alex, last week, Leroy told us that he only had... Adam was in the house for only 3 weeks, and Cook was in the house for, 3 months?
Really?
Yes.
What a
wow.
weird... That is so weird.
That's crazy.
Also, you know how they were talking this episode about the beginning, like, the filming of the beginning, like, of the Real World intro thing?
Yes.
How did they do that when Adam left and Cook came in? Like, were they like, okay, everyone get together, we have to redo the beginning? Like, I'm curious. I'm very curious.
Maybe they probably did do that.
I mean, I always thought that was weird, like on any reality show. Like the competition shows, they just leave it because like we know they're going to leave.
Right.
But in these kind of shows, we're not prepared for someone to leave and someone else to come. So it was like such a weird dynamic when Cook was all of a sudden in the intro.
Right.
It was so weird.
And actually, I didn't even notice it in the actual intro until they showed this.
Yeah.
And then Leroy pushed her in the pool in her little
I did, because there's something weird that that is something weird I would notice. Like, Cook is in the intro. Yay.
And her little chicken cutlets fell out.
Yeah, that was disgusting.
And what about Cook with her obsession with that rabbit? I think that should have been something that... Now, who was Dustin saying he did that with?
Did what with? Oh, I know. He said some name I didn't hear.
Like Max or...
Really? I heard like Larry or something.
No, it began with the M.
Maybe one of the producers or those camera guys.
Yeah.
Well, I felt like it was Heather because Heather's face in the whole thing was like, oh, who did that? And I feel like Dustin would cover for Heather.
Yeah.
No?
Well, wait. Also, speaking of which, totally ignoring Jesse's prompt, like entirely. We just saw Cook become such a child in these deleted episodes. Like, the deleted episodes did not help Cook at all. No. The bunny and also the whole, like, what was wait,
the alter ego?
No, hello, what is this, like, going on here? Oh. And the poems. Did you hear at the end of the poem, she goes, a poem by Cook. Like, are you in kindergarten bringing...
I thought it showed a softer side of her, like a more endearing side of her.
Nerd!
Yeah, let's hear it.
Mari, what? A softer side?
Get those nerds!
What did you like about that?
I like Cook more this episode. Like, a lot of people who are like, not a lot, but some people have like stuffed animals or blankets that they're attached to. I don't, but like, I thought it was like cute. You know, she on the show, she just seems so like.
We've quieted Mari.
Yeah. Oh my God.
She seems so like. And
Mari, you've been
gone.
muted.
Wait, also, until Mari comes back in
Mari,
action.
you're back.
She's back.
I what?
You were Phil muted you.
He muted me. Are you serious?
Yes.
Does that call for another nerd?
Phil's a wild child tonight.
Wait, also, why did after her bunny left and she was like hyperventilating?
So serious about the freaking bunny though.
Why did her soccer ball have her number on it? She was like, I mean, naturally my soccer ball had my number on it, so they called me. What? Like, why didn't your bunny have your number on it then?
But like, if you also found a soccer ball and there was a phone number on it, would you call it?
The whole thing is weird.
Yeah.
Like, oh, perfect, 973. I have your ball.
Awkward. Also awkward. Cook's alter ego, Kyle. Now, who was it?
I can't comment on
Alex or was it Mari? One of you guys agreed with me that we kind of felt like Cook might be a lesbian.
I do.
It was you.
Oh,
Okay.
I thought she might be a lesbian.
Okay.
Well, I guess we're on the same page then.
Yes, great. Awesome. This just totally confirms that she's bisexual, and I totally believe she's bisexual. I believe she would probably want to be with the female more so. However, She can't give up.
I don't believe in such thing as bisexual.
Well,
Ooh, that's an interesting concept.
I don't either, but people...
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
We don't want to offend the bisexuals out there. I don't agree with it as well, but people do partake.
I agree with it. I'm just saying I don't believe in it. I think it's a stop on the train.
A stop on the train. Okay, I feel with that. And I mean, with Cook and this whole turning into Kyle and wanting to hook up with Nany, this is the part where I said, it was really interesting that they didn't show the friendship between them at all. Like, throughout the whole season, like, they just really played to the fact of them hating each other. And then there was something this deep and serious as far as them, like, they literally hooked up on the last episode. You're telling me that wouldn't get ratings?
I guess drama sells more.
Shoot. How about that last night they all slept together and Mike was making love to his guitar while Leroy and Naomi were hooking up to his left. Dustin and Heather were hooking up to his right, and Cook and Nany were making out. And was this the one where he said he woke up the next morning with a wet dream?
Yes.
Dirty.
No, that was Heather.
Heather and
Nany. I mean, that I could see. Like, those are the two hottest, I would say. I would,
Yeah.
But also, that's why Cook is so, like, Cook, you're taking every opportunity you can get to hook up with
anybody.
Yeah, like, this is a little weird.
And it's like, yeah, like, I
can't figure her out.
I hope she changes as a person after this.
or she comes out maybe as a lesbian, like in a comfortable way. Like,
if she comes out as a lesbian, I could understand all the sexual adventures.
Yeah, like AfterBuzz supports you, Cook. If you're listening, we do.
We support you here.
We do.
Please come on our show. Yeah, but Mike having the wet dream over that was funny.
Wait, quick pause on Real World. Mari, did you have difficulty finding the studio at all, or was this just like an easygoing trip for you?
Well, I'm from Los Angeles originally, so I really shouldn't. But
You're listening to the AfterBuzz TV Network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Commercial break over you.
Oh, okay.
What the hell are you guys talking about? How did you drive here? What is that?
Shut up, Phil.
Next, they give our location, the location of the Batcave.
Yeah.
People don't care.
I do.
I would just say that even though I'm from LA and I really should know how to get there the number of times that I texted Phil and I'm like, wait, where do I turn it?
Okay, Mari, you're muted.
All right,
Okay.
so
All right.
how about the Get Mike Laid Foundation?
Really?
What'd you say?
Really what? The Get Mike Laid Foundation?
Oh, yeah, she had to be
Oh
short.
my god, I love that. That was my favorite part of the episode.
She had to like hockey.
Was it really?
She had to like hockey for him to have sex with her. Like, I'd like to understand that concept. Like,
And I love that Adam was like, I'm the CEO and founder of the Get Mike Laid Foundation.
Alex has passionate feelings towards hockey.
I think you have to read juniorhockeybible.com to understand.
What?
Well, I played hockey.
Okay.
So I.
Oh, God.
So there's a online Bible?
I don't know if it's been updated or not, but because this is going back to when I was competitively playing. So
See, Phil, you're just humiliating this boy.
But there's there's this juniorhockeybible.com.
No one knows his last name.
And it's pretty intense. And
Give us. Can you share some of the?
Well, there's stories on it. I mean, I don't.
What do you remember? Just one. Anything. Just we like to share with get the inside scoop.
Yeah, let's hear it. Let's hear.
No, just like stories like that of things that guys have done to girls, like maybe on like a hockey trip or like an overnight tournament. Like they'll share their
Did any stand out in your head?
Oh my God, you're gonna name something that you used, haven't you?
There's not much that you don't know about me anyway.
Oh, great.
All right, so let's go. I want to know.
Now the whole world is gonna.
Absolutely.
Because the whole world listens to AfterBuzz.
The real
Well,
world.
They actually
aren't you
do.
like not allowed to curse and stuff on that?
No, say whatever you want to say. It's.
No,
Oh,
no, I'm just saying I don't know how
I mean, if you can change it to a different. I like to create words. Alex and Mari have
Yeah.
have learned a lot of new
Sometimes
words.
I don't know what's going on, really.
Let's see. There's one thing called that I do that sticks out in my head. It was called the White Dragon.
Okay. What is the White Dragon? Go ahead. Just
go
be
ahead.
bold.
The White Dragon is when
Oh God.
a girl is performing oral sex,
Okay.
and the boy, in this case, it would be a hockey player, would shoot and therefore score into the girl who's performing the oral sex mouth.
I would just like to say that I congratulate him for finding a easy way to say this on AfterBuzz.
And then after he scores, for his celebratory dance, he will give her a karate chop to the neck, and therefore she'll choke on the
Oh my God.
on the puck that he just scored in her
Oh.
mouth, and she'll choke on it so that it comes out through her nose,
Like a
so
dragon.
it's the white like a white dragon.
Oh. Mari, what do you...
AfterBuzz TV exclusive.
I don't even know how we got to this conversation.
That's what
but
happens every
as
episode.
Always, I'm learning a lot. A constant education here at AfterBuzz.
So, and
think
that
that
is
was
why the
performed
girl
and
needs
we
to
need
like
to
Ontario.
hockey.
I think
include
that was
that in the
Ontario.
dictionary.
Oh my
White
God.
Dragon.
No, thank you.
cannot
Next
get
time
over
a guy at a bar is like, I like hockey, I'm gonna be like, goodbye. Not going home with you tonight.
Do you read the Bible?
Death
Oh my goodness.
nuts.
Thank you, Alex. That's
Welcome.
exactly what I wanted to hear.
And
from
actually, shout out to hockey. Tonight was Game 7 of the Stanley Cup Finals.
We should do an AfterBuzz of it. And this team won. And that's the end of it.
you. That would be.
Goodbye.
Oh my goodness.
Which team won?
I don't know. Tonight it was the Bruins were winning 3-0 going into the end of the third period. But as I'm from New York, I
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert!
Do you have a spoiler alert?
Are you going to tell us something really cool, or did
Well,
Phil just want to hit that?
No, well, apparently, right? If they probably won, right?
A white
Most
dragon.
likely.
That is-
I mean, I'm not a Bruins fan. I'm a Rangers fan.
I think
so
Bruins
I root
won.
against the Bruins, but I'm pretty sure. I think it's safe to say they won.
Why don't you ask whoever you're texting over there, Alex?
That's really hilarious.
So, anyways,
Well, this is
back to the real world.
okay.
How about this part?
I
Dustin
know what
never
I
had a
knew.
Christmas.
I know that.
And then he went.
Oh, I thought that was adorable.
Boston did win, by the way.
Please mute
Boston
this
won,
girl.
for those of you.
Yeah, Boston,
yay.
Beantown in the house. Mari, you thought that was adorable. Okay, I guess it was adorable because.
No, I thought it was adorable that Heather invited him and that he was like asking so many questions and was so curious to like. He was like, well, I'll call your mom ma'am until she feels comfortable with me calling her Nancy. And what do your mom and your dad like? And I thought it was adorable.
Wait, Jesse legit gasped when this happened. Like, she was like, yeah, I brought Dustin home for Christmas. And Jesse's like,
Because.
Oh, I thought it was very nice.
No, first of all,
was
you know, I
cute.
just want to flush their relationship down the toilet. But also, why I gasped was because this made sense to me of how Heather's mother was even curious to try and find out more about Dustin. Remember, we were so curious, like, why would the mother be looking up Dustin online? And
yeah.
this man came to her house. Obviously, they were in some sort of relationship. That's where all those pieces fell
That's probably
together for
why
me.
that wasn't shown. It was like too soon. Like, don't talk about
But I
it's
wanted-
meeting the parents.
I wanted to see it. And Mari, also speaking about nerds, their term in the house was "beat it, nerd." So you would have felt it. Whoa, I can't even speak. You would have fit in perfectly there.
And maybe if you start using that, like, she'll form some sort of like superior complex to nerds. She'll no longer be
She won't
considered
care.
a nerd.
No.
Never.
Also, proving he's a porn star, Dustin is a moaner while having sex and eating around the house. Thought that was funny.
Moaning while eating.
Those little clips that they were putting.
Oh yeah.
What else do we have? Let's go back to nerds. Mike explaining smart topics in sexual terms. I loved it. That actually,
Oh, I thought that was hysterical.
that's our boy Alex over here. How he explained White Dragon. Basically, Mike did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mike knows a lot of random facts, as does Alex.
Which nobody
It's a sexual fact about hockey. Come on, who knows
There's nothing
that?
to do about hockey.
Well, your hockey explanation of it was interesting. Also, wait. What? No, I'm jumping ahead.
Just go ahead. How about Leroy faking the
That's what I
asthma
was gonna-
attack to
that's
get
what-
rid of girls? That
We're
was
really on the
fun.
same level here. Yeah, and the fact that Naomi said he's catching an asthma attack.
And the
I'm
fact that he
sorry.
was like rolling around on top of the couches.
Yeah, I'm gonna say no.
Did you see the girl's face? Like she was mortified.
Yeah.
Like, is this really happening to me? I feel like I'm at the Jersey Shore.
Also, there was like 75 girls in there. Like, what were they gonna do?
Which
with
was
all
the
of
one
them?
that he was like doing this to?
What was he gonna do with the friends? It wasn't even like 2. Like Jersey Shore, they can handle like 2. Like 7. Like, what were you gonna do with 7 girls? Just too much. And Nany and Naomi's fights on camera.
Well, I thought. See, that's what I liked that about Naomi and Nany. Like that made me like their friendship more. So seeing that little cattiness, I wish they showed more of that. That actually in the episode.
The main reason I thought that they maybe didn't was because in the episode, maybe the audience would have perceived it as like a legit fight. Because like we're not there. How much time would they have had to spend for us to realize it
To
was a joke?
untangle that, yeah.
It would have taken like a half an hour, and they were like, "Okay, that's the show for
Because
today."
Mike really believed him. He was so
Yeah.
gullible.
He's cute.
And Mike, how about him kissing Leroy's feet?
Yeah, ugh.
Disgusting. Those
Ew.
claws of wrath. Like,
They actually had mold on them. Like what? I'm sorry. We saw you in the shower 5 minutes ago. What? Why?
You're 22
do
years
you
old, like-
do you do something to your feet? Like what's the deal?
and that's even crazy that Mike was able to do that because he has such a bad gag reflex. Like when he was in the kitchen, and who was it? Heather and Nany had thrown chicken away in the trash barrel, and Mike was throwing up in the sink and the trash. He was throwing up all over the place.
Also, if he's the one throwing up and grossed out by all these smells, why is he the one cleaning them? Like, Nany was just sitting there being like, this is just funny. Meanwhile, he's the one holding it. Heather's like, don't throw up on me. Don't throw up on me. Like, move him away from the kitchen.
Because then Leroy was like, he could never be a garbage man.
Yeah, I like that part too. And then the other part, one of the final things I can think of off the top of my head was Naomi saying to Mike, "Hey Mike, I need tampons. Can I borrow $20?" Those are some expensive tampons. And
Considering how smart he is. Like,
he gave her $100 bill. Really?
yeah, bring me back 80.
And she owes him like $600.
Yeah.
I mean, overall, this whole episode, it painted the real. It made me closer to them. I've said throughout this whole thing, like I really feel like they're my friends. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I know I can relate to all of them, and then seeing this side of them, it makes me sad that they're not coming back next season.
Yeah, I
Like,
know.
I know.
That's what we were saying in the beginning of this whole thing. I think even the first episode we talked about how it's hard because you get so attached to them. And then, or you
But
don't.
with Jersey Shore, we get attached and we enjoy them every year, every season, but not so with this.
Well, have you guys ever been attached to a Real World cast like this?
But I wonder what it is about them.
I really liked New Orleans and Chicago, but that was like in my heyday of when I really liked the Real World.
I was gonna say
I don't
New
know.
Orleans and Hawaii for me. I really liked the Hawaii crew. And who was the girl? Because she reminds me of Naomi. She would always get naked from Hawaii. Anise.
The memorable part of the show.
Yeah.
Amaya?
Amaya, yes. Exact. Good. Wow, Mari. Go, Mari.
Mari, do you know a last name? Can you give us a last name?
She could Google it, I'm
Oh,
sure.
that I don't know.
But I mean, this, I thought this was a great way for MTV to suck 15 episodes out of the season to be like, hey, let's get one last Big Bang before we get to the rivals. We can't have that dead space in between.
Well, you know what was cool about this deleted scenes episode is that they mentioned a lot of like camera being brought in. Like they mentioned a lot of behind the scene things that they don't normally recognize, which
Right.
was kind of cool. Like Dustin, please. Oh my God, how can I confuse them? I'm so sorry. Leroy would talk about how the girls just wanted to get on camera. Like and how he opened the curtain when Mike, like with the camera when Mike was on the toilet. It's like funny because it makes you connect with them more because they're being honest about the fact that they're being taped. Like it's a show. It's not real life. I mean, it is real life-ish, but it's not,
And it's also funny because watching the reunion show, they didn't show any clips at all. Like,
Right.
usually they'll throw some of these things in there, and they
Right.
didn't throw any bloopers in there at all. So props to MTV for creating this little.
They milked it and they succeeded.
They did because
They
this
did.
was. I mean, look, Mari, this was her favorite episode.
Yep.
And I gotta say,
It was my favorite episode.
it probably
Can I
was.
just tell you also, Leroy trying to snowboard was hysterical.
It was hysterical, but it brought,
Oh my God, Jesse got so upset just now. I think he really feels bad for Leroy.
no, because that was me trying to snowboard and ski, which I cannot do at all.
You're a Cali kid.
I mean, no, I'm a Boston boy.
Oh, right. Oh my God, disappointing.
I just went snowboarding and skiing last year for the first time, and it was just horrible. I was Leroy on the bunny slope.
No.
And by the end of the night, my brother brought me to the the whatever the most dangerous.
Oh, the Black Diamond.
The Black Diamond, yeah. And
The most
I was that guy going down like 5 miles an hour and then stopping.
Oh my God.
And going down a little more. And so Alex was this. Oh no,
That's
you're
you. That's him. He
but
does that too.
You're a hockey player. I feel like you should be good in the cold.
You would
I
think,
think
right?
I'd catch on, and Alex over there is being so modest, acting like she doesn't know what a black diamond is. She's a certified U.S. ski instructor.
What?
Yeah, I am.
And
my
she
brother did the same
taught me
thing.
how to ski.
Yeah. What are you, my public relations assistant?
So
Yeah, no, I know. But also, wait, how funny was it that Dustin was like, I came as like an amateur and I left as a pro? Like, of course you did, Dustin.
Yeah.
Can't recognize your faults.
He was ridiculous. And then as he smacked into the freaking camera guy, yeah, I don't know. Well, all right, so we're going to cut over to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back with predictions for the Rivals show coming up. Phil, get us out of here.
Want to find out what the AfterBuzz is about?
Janice is a drama queen.
This is the divide that is going to carry the series.
Give us a call. 424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
It's television, and they want it to be as dramatic as possible.
I mean, it's Shakespearean.
You never know what goes on behind closed doors.
Find out why AfterBuzz TV is the #1 source for after-show content.
Now, in the eyes of Jimmy, Nucky is a villain.
424-256-1729. 424-256-1729.
I mean, who would you guys rather hear that from? Your husband or your best friend?
The wig will come out.
When the TV show is over, get your AfterBuzz on.
Phil, what are you treating us with right now?
Ah, come on. You gotta know this song.
Oh my God, I wish this was on video right now.
I'm jamming.
We have some fist pumping going on.
Phil, are you going to give us a surprise now, or are we going to wait till after prediction? I think you should give it to us now.
Oh yeah, what's the surprise?
Mari forgot.
Oh, no, it definitely is like harassment of some sort.
Oh, it's going to be something crazy.
Oh my God.
All right. So, first of all, before we get started with predictions, Mari and Alex, you guys will be joining me for the Rival show this year.
Yes.
Mari.
Sounds good to me.
Awesome. Very
Uh-oh.
excited. Are you excited about it?
Mari,
You know what?
you
I
can
have
go.
to say, I actually normally don't like the challenges shows. Like, I always watch The Real World, but I never would watch Road Rules. Like, I just don't like the action, and I like the drama and the comedy, but not the action. But
Wait.
I am excited for the Rivals.
But there's a difference between. I hated the Road Rules.
Yes.
I hated Road Rules. It was just boring, annoying. But the challenges, I really liked. The challenges have more drama, I think, than the Real World or.
Well, also,
Road
I've never gotten this close to the cast, like excited about them, so it might be more exciting this time.
Well, I mean, it's Leroy and Adam.
Right.
I mentioned to Maria last week how why do you think MTV didn't put Mike and Dustin together? How crazy would that have been?
I know. Well, Leroy and Adam's pretty crazy too.
Yeah.
Especially because their personalities as a whole is crazier. Like Mike and Dustin are more like situationally they've had problems, but Leroy and Adam could be a really interesting dynamic with their personalities.
Well, with Leroy and Adam, it's like because Maria was saying last week that when they put them on this island, they're not allowed to talk to anybody, see anybody. Like they can only deal with them, like the group.
So funny.
So I can picture Adam like just getting trashed and just causing fights and arguments, and Leroy having to take care of that situation as his partner. But yeah,
Remember
the whole.
what happened with Leroy and Adam
What's that?
when he was like throwing the glasses on the
Yeah,
floor?
no, and so
Like, this is
imagine that
gonna be-
happening
yeah.
down there. Crazy.
There'll probably be no glasses for him to throw.
No.
It's gonna be serious.
Yes. So what do you hope to expect out of this? I mean, really, what is there to expect out of this challenge other than just pure drama, fighting? I mean, it's pretty smart of MTV. They're stepping their game up, putting people who hate each other together. As Leroy said last week, he went down to wherever this was taped, and he didn't even know what the situation was going to be, and they announced that they're going to be put with their rivals down there. Do you think they're going to do well?
I almost think that they're gonna become like friends. I kind of see that.
I don't think they're going to become friends, but I think they'll do well competition-wise.
I think that they'll do well competition.
No
Friends, no, because watching the reunion, which they shot a couple weeks back, Leroy was very iffy about it, and even talking to Leroy last week, although I gotta say, he didn't trash Adam.
Yeah.
He was much calmer talking about Adam and his situation. He gave Adam props for the shirts that he makes because he liked them.
That's nice.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing that makes me think that they did kind of well, because if Adam went down there and screwed up, I think that there would have been some more drama than that.
So that's a good indication.
The only thing I will say that maybe they won't do well is, who said this last week, that with these challenges, alliances are really important in going far. And with Adam, a guy who's so hot-headed, alliances might not work.
Right, but even within these previews, they don't show Leroy and Adam a lot. And Adam, he has a temper, but he knows when to have that temper. Like, he felt like he was the king when he was in these clubs. That's why he got so trashed. He's going to be around, like, big, beefy dudes who, like, did you see, what's his name? Nehemiah. Like, just screaming, like, when we saw the preview tonight, Nehemiah was screaming at his teammate. Like, these are some, like, serious dudes who have been in challenges before. Yeah. I think Adam will cave in and kind of
also, guys are really competitive. I mean, I perceive that guys are really competitive. So in this kind of situation, maybe Adam and Leroy will, like, I mean, it's
for money, so why not?
Yeah. What? I mean, this, like, matters.
Adam wants to start his T-shirt company.
But then again, Adam did get kicked out. This is very difficult to predict.
Very. All right, so with that, Phil, why don't you give us our surprise?
Well, technically, it's not necessarily a surprise.
Oh, now it's technically not a surprise.
No, it's more of an update.
Mari was so excited.
Well, I know, you're letting me down.
Mari, there's something to get excited about. For those of you listening right now, you know that we've been having some website issues. The good news is that it's because we have so many fans that our original hosting company has not been able to meet our needs for bandwidth issues. And so we've been nonstop, even though it doesn't seem like it for those of you out there listening. It's been a month. We know. But we are close to finding a solution, and so hopefully in the next week or so, we'll be back up and running. We'll be restructured in a way that you guys won't be able to see, but we will be able to see, and you guys will be able to download. So that's exciting for us and you guys as well. So, and just kind of a quick preview as well. On the site, we'll also add a donation button. So for those of you listening who are avid AfterBuzz TV fans, whatever you can spare. We do this all out of pocket, which is why we've been having these problems. We're trying to get more sponsors now. But in the meantime, any bit helps. Even if you got a quarter, get a quarter. And you know what? At the end of the day, if you can't donate money, even though it sucks for us and it's going to cost us way more money down the line, tell your friends.
Tell a friend.
Exactly. We'll gladly take the money expense. Just tell your friends.
So, Phil, your surprise was panhandling on the Real World.
So your surprise had nothing to do with me.
No.
I'm surprised about the surprise. I'm gonna be honest. Mari, are you happy about the surprise?
I kind of think it was a womp womp.
We should have predicted what the surprise was going to be.
He also sent you flowers. That's the other surprise.
Yes, that is the... Okay,
exciting.
How should we surprise these people, Alex? If they want a real surprise.
She's actually taking her shirt
All right,
off
how about this
right now in the
surprise?
studio.
Alex will be on our Men of a Certain Age show.
Oh, there
We
you go.
we already announced that while you left us in
And
here.
drunk.
And
Yeah,
drunk.
wasted. Oh my god, it'll be such a performance.
And she okay, I couldn't embarrass her too much, although I did with the black penis question today. But she says she will reveal so much more in the Men of a Certain Age episode this Friday. So for those of you listening, tune in Friday.
You'll hear
5
my
p.m.
other ethnic preferences, perhaps.
No.
There you go. That's a surprise.
There
That's
we
a
go.
plug.
There we go.
I brought it.
All right, so with that, guys, it's been an amazing season. Thank you.
So
Emily,
sad.
first of all, Emily Harbert, she couldn't make it tonight, but she will be back with us for the Rivals before she
good.
leaves for Miami. Thank you, Alex,
Thank
for
you.
coming all the way out here
Yeah.
from New York.
I drove all the way from here
She did. She drove.
I drove her.
in a minivan.
Alex's dad, Alex, drove her
My dad.
in the minivan. Mari, thank you for your
Definitely
dedication and your hilarious text messages throughout the show.
Thank you.
Thank you, Leroy. Thank you, Maria Menounos. Thank you, Kevin Undergaro.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin.
You brought me into AfterBuzz, so I have
Yes.
to thank you on there.
And a thank to Phil for running the ship for us and all of his very interesting comments
Thank
that he's
you,
made
Phil.
tonight and throughout the whole season. And for all you fans out there, thank you for listening. And Kate, thank you for calling in on the last episode. Really appreciate it. And for that, we'll see you next week for the Rivals.
From producers Kevin Undergaro and Phil Svitek, engineer DJ Jesse Janedy, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. If you have questions or comments, be sure to buzz us at info@AfterBuzzTV.com. And you can find us on Facebook or follow us on Twitter by searching for AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
See you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.